Task Types settings page has been revamped to be faster, responsive, and easier to navigate between the pages related to the task type. Let's take a look at the existing page once. The existing task type page allows the users to search and filter the task types by the name and the status. On the info page, users were able to configure the default options related to creating a task, and there were multiple options to include information and make them required in the task info page. The users were able to turn off the task notifications related to the task status, task assignments, and the user were able to also configure the subcontractor options related to a task type. There were a couple of other tabs. In the checklist item tab, user was able to add or remove a checklist item. In the custom fields tab, user was able to manage the custom fields related to the task type, which were available in the task info page or when a task is marked as done. Now let's take a look at the new page. With the new task type page, keeping all the functionality from the existing page, the UI has been improvised. From this list page, user will be able to search for a task type. User will be able to create or modify or remove a task type from here. From the info page, user will be able to configure the basic information required for creating a task. One of the options is the lead time, which will be used for creating the recurring task, and the email to address is used for creating tasks from the email, default assignment and default priority, which will be used while creating a new task. User will be able to add exceptions for the email to task address, which will be used to ignore when a task is created from an email. Task type level description can be added here, which can be overridden from the customer level settings. Users will be able to see the modified customers list here, and if they require, they will be able to modify the description from this page itself. The task field options allow the users to include information related to a task in the task info page. Users can mark them required and do a few other configuration specifically related to these fields. Like the budget can be defaulted to a value while creating the task, and also the start date and end date can be configured to be auto calculated when the task is created. Users can turn off the notification completely for this task type using these options available here, and also configure the subcontractor options, which will allow the users to select the default purchase order template and default purchase order type from this page. Users can navigate to the checklist item or custom fields from this waffle menu. From the checklist item page, user will be able to add or remove a checklist item for this type. User will be able to drag and drop to reorder the checklist item. From the custom fields page, user will be able to add or remove a custom field related to a task type, which will be available on the task info page or when a task is marked as done. While creating a task, if a task type is selected, it will auto-populate the task assignment based on the configuration available in the task type. It will also show some fields and make them required based on the configuration. In the task info page, it will show the task description and it will show the fields included as per the task type configuration, and it will make them required. Here there are custom fields related to the task type and which is configured for the task info, and also it has added some checklist items based on the task type. It shows the configuration done for the custom fields when task is done. If we update the status of this task to done, user will be able to enter the value of these custom fields and the status of the task can be updated. You notice the due date has been calculated automatically based on the configuration done in the task type level. Few of the task fields are not visible here because they were not included in the task type level. Changing the task type will change these fields for this particular task.